What's going on, people? So the direct happened. This video is going out later than it should, but I had to watch the damn thing twice. Excuse me. One thing that I saw during this direct was something that I never thought I'd see. I know a lot of people probably thought they'd never see this either. And we gotta talk about it because it's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Okay, and I know what you're gonna say, which is, well, it's not PlayStation 1 anymore, which technically is true. However, was this face not a face of the company? Did he not have his own commercial breaks? Did we not see that? The number one thing at the direct with me was seeing PlayStation lose a key figure. They lost a key figure. A face of PlayStation that has remained a face of PlayStation for damn near 30 plus years. Oh, well, almost 30 years, I want to say. Closer to like, what, 25, maybe? They lost this key figure when this direct happened, and it made me laugh. I'm sorry, it made me laugh. I knew there was trouble when I looked at the damn game the first time and didn't see that little symbol right there that says only on PlayStation. I knew there was trouble because this guy has been on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3, and he was the face of PlayStation. And then we got nothing from him. He went on to make whack, stupid bullshit games on other consoles. And with this game, it comes out July 10th, and that is Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. Now, I know a lot of people out there, oh, it's not that big of a fucking deal. It is, because we're talking about Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot was the face of PlayStation 1. He was the mascot during that generation. People been wanting him to come back in a big way. They got a fucking hashtag relaunch of the same fucking games with nothing special. Updated graphics, okay, whoop de fucking do. Everything's getting updated graphics. The Insane Trilogy was just the first 3 games. Those first 3 games, in fact, are only on PlayStation. Okay? Well, they lost the rights to it, apparently. Apparently they didn't want the Crash Bandicoot game to remain a first-party IP, which would have helped them in their long journey to make a lot more exclusives. Hey, what if we keep Crash Bandicoot to ourselves? That way Crash 4 can come out and it's exclusive to us. That would have helped them, but no, they lost Crash Bandicoot. It's now on Nintendo Switch. That's a big deal. I know a lot of people out there are not going to think it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay? For a flagship character like Crash Bandicoot to show up on the Nintendo platform while Sony is still making consoles. Notice, Sonic never went to any other system while Sega was actually around making consoles. Sega remained with Sonic. They didn't let him go anywhere. Mario vs. Sonic Olympic Games didn't happen until after the death of Sega. Sonic remained a flagship character within Sega. For PlayStation to just throw Crash Bandicoot out like that says so much about the company. You might not like that. You may hate the fact that I'm saying that, but it does. This was one of their keynote faces for their very first ever console, and they just tossed him to the side. Imagine Nintendo doing that. Imagine Nintendo just taking Mario and saying, fuck you, you can go wherever you want. Think about that. Think about what kind of an impact that would have on Nintendo. What if they did that with Metroid? What if they did with Zelda? What if they did that with any of their IPs that are directly with them? And that's what Sony is doing. It's a major deal. Okay? Because if Crash does come out with a brand new IP following Crash Bandicoot Warped, which is the 3rd game, it's not going to be exclusive. Because Crash Bandicoot's no longer exclusive to that system. And I know they had other games with the Crash name on them, but they weren't directly in line with the Crash Bandicoot games like 1, 2, and 3. They were like Crash Bandicoot, um, what is that fucking racing game that's on the 360? It's Crash something. That game doesn't necessarily follow the same facts. It's not even a sequel to Crash Bandicoot Racing. Crash Bandicoot was basically Mario versus Sonic versus Crash back in the day. That's how it worked. And now that Crash is on everything, there is no more Crash versus. See what I'm saying? They can't really put out that Crash Bandicoot commercial where Crash is talking shit on Mario because they're going to be sharing a platform. This changes a lot of things. And I know a lot of people are going to be, it changes nothing. No, it changes a lot of things. Because he's no longer exclusive to PlayStation. I know he hasn't been exclusive to PlayStation, but the key games have always remained exclusive to PlayStation. Now they're not. That means we could see Crash Bandicoot Racing get a reboot and launch on the PS4, but it could also launch on the Xbox One or even the Switch, due to the fact that they decided, fuck Crash. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. And I know a lot of people, oh, well, PlayStation's doing good with all these other ones. Are they really, though? I mean, yeah, Horizon did good. But Horizon is a brand new IP. It's not established. Okay, it's not an established franchise. It's got no credibility in that department. It's a great first-party game, but it's not an established IP like Crash Bandicoot. See what I'm saying? If they would have held on to that name, it would have been so much better. They didn't hang on to it, and that's just fucking sad. And I knew there was a problem when they were talking about Crash Bandicoot possibly coming to the Xbox One. I was like, that's not good. Crash has always been a name you go to for PlayStation. Why now? Why all of a sudden do you want to throw Crash Bandicoot on everything? And I know it's probably more the developers thing, but that was your key fucking face. That was the people recognizing PlayStation. Oh man, they got Crash Bandicoot on PlayStation, man. Go to PlayStation for some great Crash Bandicoot games. 360 doesn't have it. It has a Crash Bandicoot game, yeah, but that's not Crash. You see what I'm saying? Just like for Sonic. The great Sonic games are on Sega. They're not, all the ones that came after Sega pretty much are fucking terrible. Until you get to Sonic Mania, all of them after Sega are horrible games. Nobody has liked any of the Sonic games after Sega's demise. What the hell, man? So, like I said, if you don't like the way I'm saying this, man, that's on you. But PlayStation decided Crash Bandicoot is no longer a first-party IP. That's just sad. That is fucking sad. I don't know how much they lost in that. I don't know how much Activision is looking to gain. I don't know. But I also know that it's not good when you see a face like Crash Bandicoot show up on Nintendo. When you remember that Crash Bandicoot was standing outside of Nintendo hollering into it through a big microphone, "Hey, plumber boy." It's not a good look. Because now, what is PlayStation going to be able to go at? You know, we had a great thing here. But now because he's on Nintendo, that wouldn't make any fucking sense. See what I'm saying? So that was the biggest thing for me at the Direct, was seeing that. I'm like, damn. While yes, I heard about it before, I was hoping it was fucking not going to happen. I was hoping it was going to happen. And now that it is, it's like, okay, you really need help. You need help. You need a new face. And the problem is, all your legacy faces, you don't really want to fuck with. I mean, you had Crash and you fucking lost it. You have Spyro, in a sense, but that game also got ported to the GameCube, so it's not really there. So your real true face was Crash, and you just gave that away. Like I said, you can be mad at me for saying this, but it's true. There's got to be something wrong within PlayStation for the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy not to be an exclusive title. For them to go, Let's let it go to other systems. For them to take that face that has been the face of PlayStation for as long as Crash has been, it's almost synonymous. You mentioned PlayStation, you talk about Crash alongside other games like God of War, Kingdom Hearts, which they've lost that too. You talk about these things, and now they've lost Crash Bandicoot, so it's no longer PlayStation and Crash, it's Crash Bandicoot and everybody. You see what I'm saying? Well, the greatest Crash games were on PlayStation. Yeah, but those same games got re-released with a paint job to bring it up to date, and now is on everything. It's not the same. Anyway, I'm making another video after this talking about the actual whole presentation. I just had to discuss that because holy shit, that is a major deal. If you don't think it is, you're fucking blind. Deuces.